don't have anybody on your team yet, you may not want anybody. and believe it or not, when I got started with this business, this was my second network marketing company. I used to be a school teacher, and I got involved in my first company when my son was 1 and my daughter was 3. And I wanted desperately to be home with my children. I no longer wanted to educate 120 8th graders every single day. I did not have that passion anymore after almost 10 years. And I want to be home with my kids and educate my children. And so when I got started in my first network marketing company, it was just solely to replace my income, okay? 100% all out, didn't know what I was getting into. How many of you guys, this is your first network marketing company? Okay, so that's amazing. You may not know what you're getting yourself into, but just trust the process. Trust the people in your upline and do what they do, and that's what I did. And I very quickly replaced my income in a couple months. And I was so blessed to be able to quit teaching that year and be home with my kids. And you know, life happens. And my daughter was, I'm saying this honestly, misdiagnosed with several different types of cancers when she was 4. So we had a really rough time in the hospital with her for about a year. My normal 4-year-old went in, walking, talking, completely normal, and left in a wheelchair with a trach and no longer walks and talks. So life got flipped upside down. And you know, it's so interesting how things happen when you look back in retrospect and you're like, I'm blessed that situation happened because it's brought me to where I am today. She's healthy as can be. She's happy as can be. She's made tons of progress. She will walk and talk again. I know that 100% without a shadow of a doubt. The timing is up to God. Period. So I tell you this because whenever I was introduced to this company, I was juicing for my daughter. I was detoxing her little body of the unbelievable amount of medications that she had put in through surgeries and procedures and everything else, chemotherapies, all of that. And so I was using the juicer, you know, where you put that stuff in fresh, organic. Anybody ever juice? Mm-hmm. Okay, good, lots of you. So I was doing that 6-8 times a day. She had a G-tube, so we were just pushing it through, of course, and just detoxing her. And I used a powdered supplement because I could not get everything fresh, organic, and through the juicer and into the tube. It just did not work that way. And so I ran into a friend, you know, and it was so interesting. This last weekend I was at an event and they were talking about what's a blessing in your life that was a coincidence. Was it really a coincidence? Was it really something that just happened, or was it meant to be? And it was definitely something that I was very grateful for, that coincidence. I was getting my hair done, and because I let myself go after all that with my daughter. I'm like, I gotta go back and get my hair colored again, do something, you know, for me to kind of try to feel better. I'd let myself gain a lot of weight, taking care of her. Just wasn't worrying about me. Her health was the most important thing. And that day I was getting my hair done, a friend that I had not seen in a couple years was in the salon. She had just popped in real quick to buy a shampoo. Was that a coincidence? When she said to me, Stacy, I've been thinking about you. I've got a product that I really think would benefit Taylor. It's called Greens, and it alkalizes your body and it detoxes your body. Would you be interested in trying this and looking at this for her? I really think it would help. I'm like, absolutely, I'm open, sure, great. But I wasn't open to a business opportunity. So I want you to think about your situation right now. I want you to think about where you are, and I want you to think about where people are that you know. They may not be open to a business opportunity. So come from a place of love in your heart when you're thinking about people, or even when you're about in your day, and because new people are going to come to you. You don't know what they're open to. And you have to think about, what are you open to? Are you open to that? I wasn't open to a business opportunity. I was open to the greens. I was open to a product that could possibly change my daughter's future and change our family's future. So I sat down with her. I fell in love with the taste immediately. I'm going to go orange. Who's my orange team? Oh, come on, you guys. Team orange. There's like 2 of you. All right, Barry, do your thing. All right, whatever. I do like Barry if you put it in orange juice. Because it tastes like the strawberries my mom used to make as a kid when she put them in sugar in the bowl in the refrigerator and you drank the strawberry juice. Do that. Take the berry greens and put it in orange juice. It tastes just like that. So that's the only way I can tolerate it. I'm not a real super sweet person. So I immediately said, yes, I want this. She, of course, talked to me about the wrap. I tried the wrap. It worked. I got results. And she's like, Staci, you really should do this with me. We could change a lot of people's lives with these products and with your knowledge of what you've learned with Taylor and juicing and detoxing. And so I said, okay, that's great. I'll do this definitely, because I know a lot of people that would want to be customers. Anybody in here start off as a customer, a loyal customer? Yeah, okay. So I knew a lot of people that wanted to be customers, but I didn't want to build a team. I was not interested in signing up distributors or having a team. I had done that before in my other business. I loved it. I was successful, but I wasn't going to do the meetings and the calls and the traveling and all that stuff anymore. My focus was just my family. Okay, so I'm telling you this because I want you to be open to listening to other people and their stories and what's going on in their life. But guess what happened? God said, oh no. The first person I signed up was a distributor. Literally. I'm like, I'm going for the 60 little customer bonus. That's what I was going for. I got a lot of people that wanted these products. And he said, nope, you're clean, lady. She came in to clean my house and saw the saran wrap and the catalog on the bathroom counter. And she's like, I don't care what it is, put me in. I want to party this Friday and next Tuesday before I go out of town. I'm like, Carla, I'm not interested in that. She goes, yes, you are. We're doing 2 parties. I called Connie, who signed me up with Connie. You know Connie Howard. Connie, she wants 2 parties. I wasn't even going to launch myself yet. So we did her 2 parties, and it was crazy. It was wildly successful. So before I even got to do mine, we did 2 of hers. And she was off on vacation, gone, boom, But I want you guys to know that I started my business with a launch party. So the week after I did her 2, I did a launch party. Connie and her friend Rosie came, and I personally invited 40 people on the phone. So if you want to get distributors, if you're open to that, if you're someone that says, yes, I'm open to more people on my team, you got to do this, do this. Like pull your hands back. Are you open? Put your heart out. Are you open to new relationships, new friendships, new people coming to you? If you are, you're going to get on the phone. You're going to call people. I still call people because they hear my voice. They hear the excitement. They hear the passion. I think I have more passion now 6 years later than I did then, because I'm so excited about the lives being changed. Not only mine, but the thousands and thousands of people, right? In my organization and obviously outside of it, because that's what this is about. So I called 40 people. 16 of them came. 16. I also sent a handwritten card in the mail, reminding them of the date to put on their refrigerator. I thought we had such great parties with those 2 people. I want one like that. We had tons of customers and distributors from Carla's 2 parties. So I handwrote those little notes and reminded them about a week out. We barely did texting back then. We did, but it wasn't that much. Remember the buttons you had to touch? And I've always loved my fingernails, so that made it difficult, right? Yeah. We didn't have iPhones and stuff like that hardly. So anyways, you guys, I called and I got 16 to show up. I had $450 cash in my jar. They wrapped. I don't even know. They looked crazy, but they wrapped all over the place. And my husband said, when are you doing that again? We didn't get into this business for money. We did not have any inkling to make any money with it. We just wanted to get ourselves healthier and help other people get themselves healthier so they could trickle that down to their children, to hopefully maybe prevent something like what happened to my daughter, right? That's why we got started, to make a difference in other people's children's lives. Detox those little bodies. Keep them healthy, right, with healthy foods and nutrition. And so he was pretty happy about that. I said, well, I think I'm going to do, because I had a lot of people, not family, but I had a lot of people at that party that said, I'll have a party for you. I told him I'd give him a free wrap. So this is your tip. This is my tip. I told him I will give you a free wrap if you get 4 or 5 girls together. I'll come over, I'll bring the products, I'll wrap them if they're interested in wrapping, and you'll get a free wrap. And I also said, if you get someone ahead of time to agree to have a party from your party, I will give you another free wrap. Now, you guys know about wrap rewards. Wraps are only $6.25 a piece. Could I spend $12.50 to get introduced to 10 to 15 to 20 plus people and keep that cycle going? I worked my business like that for 3 years solid. Party from party to party to party to party. I booked parties from parties. I always share this story. My best friend, Lindsay Stockdale, she was, we weren't best friends initially, but we met each other actually, she met me in that other company, and I don't know, I guess I was speaking somewhere and she was there and knew me. But she contacted me when she saw that I was in It Works and wanted to have a wrap party. I was a Ruby, and she wanted to have a wrap party. So I went to her house. She had 8 girls there. They all signed up as customers, and they all wanted to book a party because of a free wrap. Every one of them. And so I said, Lindsay, you really ought to think about being a distributor. This is another tip here on getting distributors. When you've got a handful of loyal customer order forms, it is so simple for that person to go, oh, I can get $120 in free product. I can get 4 boxes of wraps for 25 bucks. I'm gonna make some commission that'll pay for my auto ship. Right, your hostesses are excellent, excellent distributors because it's their friends and family that are customers. But Lindsay said no. She wasn't at a place in her life where she wanted to be a distributor. She had just graduated college and had her career. She was going places, she said. I said, okay, no problem. We stayed in touch through email because we did that 6 years ago, email. And so we stayed in touch through email, and she was not interested. About once a quarter, I would contact her. So I want you guys to write this down. The people that you talk to about being a distributor, if they've told you no, unless they've like cussed you out and blocked you on Facebook and on your text, that means no, not right now. Not now. They just don't know what you have to offer, and it's not the right time for them. So I would follow up with Lindsay every quarter. Nope, she wasn't interested. She wanted to know about the holistic health program that I had done. I'm like, Lindsay, girl, just forget about that. I had done that way before It Works, just, after all this with Taylor. Forget about that. You can reach so many more people in this business. I'm getting in front of like 15, 20, 30 women a week, and I'm making a difference, and they're becoming customers, and some of them are even being distributors, and they're making this cash in a jar, and it's just so much fun. We hadn't been to a training. We had never been on a conference call. Okay? We're just having fun. Wrapping people, sign them as customers, sign them as distributors. Wrapping people, sign them as customers, sign them as distributors. We didn't even know we didn't know Mark Pentecost. We didn't know Pam Souter. We didn't know anybody. Nothing. We're up in Indiana at that time. We don't know anybody. But we're just having a good time. We were doing the steps to success. We just didn't know it. Because we didn't we didn't have a back office that held all that kind of stuff. There were no training videos. So a year goes by. And during that time, my upline had said, Staci, there is a meeting in Nashville. It was just like this, about 100, well, it was obviously not this much people, but about 180 people there. You've got to go. Get your girls and go. So I bribed my husband to go. Bribe your husbands to go. Ladies, write this down. Bribe them to go. Look, the guy back there's going, yes, I want to bribe. Bribe them. Just do it. Trust me, it'll be worth it. So I bribed him to go. And he took 5 of us in a van. He was going to drop us off and go drink. Well, I bribed him to walk in the door. It's Nashville, you go party, listen to music like at 9 a.m. And so I bribed him to walk in the door. Just come in and sit down with me. I really think there may be something a little bit more to this than what I know. We're making great money. We were making, $3,000-4,000 a month. Everything was great as a Ruby. $3,000-4,000 a month. Wrap cash and commissions. We just did 1 to 2 parties a week, you guys. 1 to 2. Consistency. You said that, consistency, right? Somebody up here said it. Okay, so he went in the door. We obviously saw that we had our hands on something a little bit more than what we thought. Mark Pentecost was supposed to be there, but he actually had to have shoulder surgery. He was in a bicycle accident the weekend before. And so he wasn't able to be there. But my upline ambassador diamond, Melody and Blair McFarland, how many of you guys know Mel and Blair? She gets on stage and she's like, I'm so excited. That's Mel. She's always excited. She's amazing. So we met Mel and Blair, and we met Tina and Bubba Hatcliffe. I don't know if you guys have seen them if you've been at conference. They won the award and stuff. And so we also met Rusty and Robin Lackey, who are in our upline. And my husband sat there and went, whoa, because men got up on stage and talked. There are going to be men that are going to talk here today as well. But he listened to those men and thought, if those guys can do it, then maybe I can do this too. And we left that day, and he signed up on my team. And I was just getting ready to go Emerald. And I remember sitting there, and I claimed, I am going Diamond this month. Done. I think we had 10 days left. 10. We have about 10 days left right now, right? I was a Ruby, and I said, I'm going Diamond. They thought I was nuts because nobody promoted that fast. I'm like, oh no, I get this now. I totally get this. We saw charts. Do you know we didn't have charts? How did I get to Ruby? I didn't even know. I was executive one day, Ruby the next, and I just stayed there. I didn't know what I was doing. Because I didn't know there was any charts. We have charts now, you guys. It's so simple. Put the people in the boxes. Put them in the boxes. We'll set them up and put them in the boxes. If you don't know what box to put them in, ask somebody in your upline. They'll tell you what box to put them in. That's just it. And if you're really open, they'll just fall out of the sky and jump in the boxes on their own. But you gotta really be open. Okay? So he's like, sign me up, I'm in. Of course I went diamond that month. And within 5 months I was a triple diamond. So we did more parties. We did 2 to 3 parties per week. You get distributors from parties. When you get in front of people, you get excited. They're excited. You don't have to know all the answers. I still don't. I had somebody the other day go, Staci, after all this time, why don't you know the ingredients? Oh, why should I? Do you know what's in your toothpaste and your shampoo? Do you know what's in your deodorant or your body lotion? You're using It Works now, so you do. But do you know? Do you really care? Or you just wash the hair every morning because you know you need to do it? I don't know what's in the wrap. I don't care. I know it's rosemary and eucalyptus. Smell it. That's as far as I go. Essential oils and herbs. And smile. Give them the box and let them read it. I did that last week to a lady. She wanted to know what was in the lip and eye cream. And I said, oh, are you really into herbs and all natural ingredients? She goes, no, I just wanted to look and see. You know, it's a paragraph this long. I'm like, all right, look and see. I go, what do you think? She said, it looks great. She said, I know. It's Spanish. She had no clue. I was like, well, here's the app. Go ahead and put in your information. Loyal customer. Thank you. Right? People don't really care. I mean, there may be a few of you guys in here that are greens and like you've researched everything, but nobody cares. Don't go around telling me what's in everything because no one cares. Right? They don't have time to worry about what's in every single thing they're using. Or if they do, they just bless it and move on. Bless it and move on, right? So we got a lot more distributors, obviously. You're going to get distributors from wrap parties. And some of you in here maybe go, I don't like wrap parties. I don't want to do wrap parties. Okay, well, don't. You don't have to. You have other choices. But I want you to be open to where the miracles are going to come from. Open to that next rock star. What if you step out of your comfort zone and went, she said do wrap parties, but I don't like wrap parties. I don't want to do wrap parties. I don't want to go touch someone's fat. I've been told that. People tell me that before. They don't want to touch someone else's fat. I'm like, we don't actually touch it. You just touch the wrap and it's on. You know, you're not actually touching their skin. Or you can have them wrap themselves. It's not a big deal. We all have humps and lumps and bumps. We're just in different areas. Except for Nicole. She's beautiful. Girlfriend. Oh my God. We were praying a minute ago. I'm looking down at her feet. I'm next to her. I'm like, I think my foot is the same size as her leg. I didn't remember that her foot. She's so petite. So beautiful. She's so petite. We all have different bone structure, right? Right, ladies? It's our bones. We're going to claim that all the rest of our life. It's our bones. And that bacon cheeseburger. But I didn't eat it. Okay, so we upped our wrap parties, right? We upped our wrap parties. We started doing 2 to 3, maybe sometimes 4. We may do 2 or 3 on a Saturday. You guys can do that too. If you step out of your comfort zone and do something you've never done before, you're probably going to get something you've never had before. You may turn around because you're so consumed with wrapping people and helping people become customers and helping them become distributors. You're so consumed with that. You're having so much fun. If you're not having fun, you're in the wrong place. You're having so much fun with wrapping their fat and telling them to pull up their shirt and turn around and pull it on their pants. Let's wrap that, you know what, right? You're wrapping it all because it doesn't matter. It's $25, all right? You're gonna see a difference in their everything in that picture in 45 minutes. So when you do that, you open yourself up to those miracles that can come in. How many of you guys have signed up a rock star that's just taken off with this? See? You stepped out of your comfort, like you're good job, you're pointing at her. Yes. You have to be open. Do some things that you've never done before. Okay? But I say that because I love wrap parties. I love getting in front of people. You can call them sample parties. You don't even have to wrap if you don't want to. But it's so cool to see the pictures in 45 minutes. To see the look on their faces. And then they're looking down wondering where it went. That's what's fun, right? Okay, so that's been my main way to build my business. We did vendor events as well too. We still do vendor events. We love vendor events. They're great places to set up a table. You're meeting brand new people. You're open. They're going to come up to the table. Maybe they want to sample products. Maybe they want to sign up on the spot. We did one the other weekend. Lady just came right up and said, here's my credit card. I want the greens. I want to order them right now. You'll have that. You'll have people that you can set up one-on-ones with. I love one-on-ones. That's a great way to meet a new distributor that's going to join your team, okay? You can meet them at Starbucks. You can meet at their house. You can meet just in a general location, wherever. But one-on-ones just gives you that individual time to listen to them, to see what their needs are, and how maybe this business could be a fit for that. And again, Connie knew with me. I told her I was not interested in the business, but she knew how much this was going to be a blessing to my family's life. So she didn't push it on me. She just said, Staci, I think you need to really take a look at this. I really think this is something you would get involved in. You could help a lot of people, a lot of families. But she didn't push the money side on me. Sometimes people get caught up in this chart. And I honestly, you guys, I don't tell people how much I make. I don't tell them what rank I am in this business. I signed up a new distributor a couple of weeks ago. It was a doctor. And we had our third one-on-one just this last week. And I've never told her, and she'd never asked what rank I was. And so we start talking and getting to know each other more, of course, and that conversation comes up when we're going through the party pad. She said, well, where are you? And then her jaw dropped because I make more than she does. And she has her own private practice. Right? So, but you don't have to go, well, I'm here or I'm there, or even if you're a brand new distributor, right? You know where you're going, but you don't have to throw that money out there. Throw your heart out there. They're going to feel that. People are attracted to people that know where they're going, no matter what rank they are. Am I done? I met with another doctor the other day, and he said he has a Medi-Spa, and he laughed. He goes, because he asked me right off the bat, where are you? And I said, I'm an Ambassador Diamond. He goes, then what are you doing here? Why are you here? Why aren't you living it up on the beach? Don't you have residual income? And he wasn't being rude, but he was laughing and just kind of thought that was the point of those MLMs. And I said, yeah, I absolutely have residual income. I could go to the beach, but I'm 41. What am I going to do, sit on the beach and read a book all day? I mean, I got kids in school. I want to go meet people. I'm not done at 585. I'm going to make more and more and more money because I know when I do, then I'm helping other people make more and more and more money. They're changing their families' lives. I can't move up in this business without helping other people move up with me. I'm not done impacting this world. I am not done. I'm not going to go sit on the beach. And you just look at me like, whoa, okay, well, she's a go-getter. He's like, you want to work for me? I'm like, oh. I'm not going to say what I said, but I'm like, oh, heck no. No, buddy, I own my time, right? Time freedom. Think big for yourself and be open to leaving room for new people to come in to your business. So when you are doing wrap parties, when you are blitzing, okay, when you are doing vendor events, when you're doing your one-on-ones, be open to their stories and what their goals and dreams are. And like, I think it was, Amanda, did you just say it? Where's she at? Did you just say that you weren't $500, right? Yeah. $500. Show them that. Show them how to do the steps to success. You can make $500 doing the steps to success, right? When you sign up a distributor and they have their 2 loyals, you've partied with them, or maybe you've done some virtual events on Facebook, or you've taken them blitzing. When they have their 2 loyals, you're going to make $100 per distributor. There's $300. Plus your commissions, and of course you're wrapping people, so you've got wrap cash. You can show them very quickly this month. Like you can sign somebody up this month, and they can make $500 before this month is over, because those fast start bonuses are weekly, right? So you could go sign people up this weekend, 3 people, get their 2 customers, and you could get your $500 before this month ends, and show them how to do the same. Now, how many of you guys love blitzing? I know I mentioned blitzing, and some of your faces were like, oh. Right, yeah, there's 3 of you. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I am not a blitzer where I go building to building, place to place to place to place, blitzing. If I had to, I could. But it's not the most fun thing for me in this business. So I don't do it that way. I wear my name tag and I wear a shirt every single day. And blitzing happens every single day, and I love it because people say, well, what's it works? What is that wrap? Because I have a shirt, the new one, wrap. And what will change my life? Sometimes I forget what I put on in the morning because every day is something different, and I'm like, what does my shirt say? I don't know, what are you looking I flew to El Paso on Monday. I had a big 1-team-1 mission out there, and I had this shirt on Monday, so it's Saturday. Okay, I'm good. I wore it all week. Okay, try to rotate, you have your favorites. And the lady, this is what I have on, and the lady doing security, she goes, oh, I just got the wraps. I'm a loyal customer. I love those wraps. I'm going, how can you tell I'm with wraps? But it works. Just this little part showing, but it's starting to catch on. People are starting to notice the green, the bling, right? So when you go out, blitzing is going to be a lot of fun because you're going to wear something that says it works or change your life or get your sexy back or something like that. And people are going to ask. And you've got your card right there, right? And remember, only answer the questions they ask. If you're in front of a potential customer, a potential distributor, only answer the questions they've asked. They need time to process. You need time to process, right? So do they. Don't puke on people. You guys have all been guilty of that, right? Me too. Puking. You get excited. You're like, oh my God, I want to tell you all of this. Just listen. Open your heart and listen to them. If you're guided by your heart, your business will explode, right? Your business will grow. Kind of like somebody else said up here, your business will grow. You have to, Rachel, you said it, work on personal growth and development. You should be listening to some audios or reading some books every single day that stretch your old limiting beliefs, that change your thought process, and that open you up to new possibilities. Because you're the only one that's limiting you. There's nobody else limiting you but you. And if somebody is limiting you for saying that, you're allowing it. So don't allow that anymore. Step into your true potential and help other people step into their true potential. You don't have to want to be up here on stage. You don't have to want to talk. I just love it. Speaking in front of 20,000 people last month was like, yes, loved it. I love that because I know that I'm reaching somebody. Somebody out there's listening. Somebody's not on Facebook, right? Somebody's like, wow, that's going to make a difference in my life. But it doesn't matter if you're on my team or not. It doesn't matter. I know the law of reciprocity, right? You're going to help other people. What you put out, you get back tenfold. So think about that every single day. What you do unto others, you do to yourself. When I was a teacher, we had that on the door. We had that on the back of their chairs. Do unto others as you would have others do unto yourself. You want to make sure that you're treating people with respect and you're being open to them. Now, are there people out there that are just mean? Yes, they are. Right? Just put up your little shield, block them. Yeah, go away, bless them, right? But be open to those people that are going to change your life and that you're going to change their life. And they may be sitting at the Starbucks next to you when you're just working on your computer, working on your laptop, or you just hop in to go to the bathroom on a road trip, right? Be open, be prepared, wear your gear. This is so ingenious to have us all wear this. You guys know I was at an event last weekend, and it was just a personal growth and development weekend. And no other company, I take it back, I saw one essential oil company that had an emblem this size on the back of her little hoodie, this big. No other company represented, none, nothing. And there were about 15 of us there, and you could see us coming in our black, green, and bling, right? Because we represent, and we're out there, we're open to what comes to us. We weren't going around passing out blitz cards. Here, take a coupon, calling people fat, right? How many of you guys get that? You think I'm fat? Do you think I need that? I'm like, I don't know, girl, I'm fat. Do you think I'm fat? Do you think I need it? That's a good one. I don't know, right? Do whatever you like to do, though. If you love social media, how many of you guys here love social media? Awesome. I love social media now, too. But I still love people. This is a relationship business. This is something that you're going into partnership with someone in a business. If you were open in that Subway, you're in partnership. If you're open in that Papa John's, if you go into partnership with someone, you're going to work together. So even if you're on social media, be connecting with people either through Zoom or through conference calls, or actually pick up the phone and talk. Or my favorite is the Voxer app. How many of you guys have Voxer? I don't get paid, but download it, every one of you. I don't make anything off this. Obviously, they don't make anything. It's free. But download the Voxer app. It's a great way for people to connect with you, and they can hear your excitement, and you can hear theirs, and you can do it while you're driving. It's not texting, which is what I love, because I drive a lot, back and forth to Starbucks and different places. My one-on-ones, right? I love green tea. I'm a green tea person. Super good antioxidants. So you guys, just know that if you want a team, if you seriously, honestly want new relationships, new friendships in your life, it is sitting right there in front of you. You can go executive this month, you can go ruby, diamond, double, triple, presidential, ambassador, whatever rank you think you can get to this month, you can. Like, could you technically be a brand new distributor and still finish this out this month as a diamond? Yes. Okay, those of you that said yes, you can. And those of you that went no, you're right, you can't. If you say you can or can't, you're exactly right. But be open to those new people because you never know where they're going to come from. You have to give God something to bless, though. You have to be an activity. If you're on social media, it's not just posting. That is not income-producing activity. You may post and someone may see your post and be interested in being a distributor. Maybe they like your post. You can send them a private message. Hey, Sally, thanks for liking my post. Would you be open to chat a little bit more about this and see if being a distributor with me might be something that's a fit for you or whatever your personality says? But you have to have that income-producing activity, which means you have to have conversations with people. And your conversations may be through messaging, but at some point you really need to, and I think the sooner the better, you need to get on the phone with them so they can hear you. They can hear how fired up you are as a brand new distributor and you don't know what to do. You have no clue, but girl, we're going to do it together. My upline that signed me up didn't know. She signed up right before I did. And she was 45 minutes away. Her upline was in Texas. She didn't know what she was doing. Her upline was over in North Carolina. And hers was up in Michigan. They didn't know what they were doing. But they were just excited. Just like Nicole said, it's your passion, it's your excitement, it's your enthusiasm about where you're going. And being open to those infinite possibilities that are coming at you. Those new relationships, those new friendships. So when you're out there doing a vendor event, before you go into a party or a vendor event or one-on-one, just breathe. Take a moment to breathe. And just say, you know what, if there's somebody in here for me, if there's somebody that I should be in their life or they should be in my life, somebody that I can make a difference in their life, put them in my path. I'm open to new conversations, new relationships, new friendships, or whatever resonates with you. Say that prayer before you walk in the door. Not like, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to, sell everybody greens and I'm going to sell everybody on this. Just be open to the friendships. Because if you guys, how many of you guys have been in this business more than 6 months? That's a lot of you. So you've formed relationships or friendships with somebody in your upline, right? That you didn't know before. I have people sitting in the room here that are on my team today that I didn't know 6 months ago. But now we're messaging or talking every single day. We're meeting several times throughout the week. We're building our business. We're doing vendor events together. But you have to be ready for that. And maybe you may not be ready, but God says, oh, yes, you are. Like me, I signed up that distributor before I even got a customer. And then the next month I had 7 distributors. I'm like, what do I do with these people? Well, let's just do wrap parties. Just come, I'll do a couple for you and you can keep going and we'll do them together. We'll make them group wrap parties. Some people still like to have parties. How many of you guys love wrap parties? Good. Because you're getting in front of people, okay? And if you're someone that's not, if you're into wrap parties and you haven't done social media, maybe try putting a post out there. Like, hey, I'm being vulnerable right now. How many people you think would read that if you started your post with, hey, I'm being vulnerable right now? Give me a little love. If you're not a social media person and you posted that, do you think everybody, all your friends, would be like, what's going on with her? What's happening in her life? What's she doing? Don't put a tummy picture with it. Put a picture of your family or your kids or your why, whatever it is. Put that picture with it. Again, you're being personable with people. People are going to read that and go, oh. Speak from your heart. Just like Christy said, don't just stand up here and sell. Phone number, email, website, buy my product. There are 1 billion people in the 20 countries that we are open in that are able to buy your product. 1 billion. There are 350 million in this country alone. How many millions are right here in Orlando? And how many visit every day? We are in the heart of Disney World where they fly from all over the world here. What if you went out every single day and went, I'm open to these new people that are coming to me now. Who do you want me to bless? and you give that card, you step out of your comfort zone. Are those going to be your next rock stars on your team? Are those going to be your next best friends? Do you all have room for new friends in your life? New family members? You have to really dig deep and think about how you can impact more people than just your family. We all think about our needs first, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Right? If you want to get out of debt, absolutely, that's your focus. You want to get out of debt. If you want to put a child through college, absolutely. If you need to pay an electric bill, you need that money right now. But whose life can I change? Whose confidence can I build by selling these wraps to them? Whose confidence can I build? Whose life can I impact? Are we good? Okay, my time guy, he's just looking at me like, am I way past?
He's like,
no, you're doing a great job.
Okay.
Keep going, girl.
I'm wrapping it up. I'm thinking, we gotta be getting close. He's supposed to be screaming at me. You promised him to scream.
Oh, I've been doing it.
I looked at you several times. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. I'm wrapping it up. You're probably going, look at the time. You see when your passion happens, when you're living your passion, you just don't shut up, right? You're so